I'm Kimberly Turner from cookingwithkimberly.com, and tonight I'm going to show you how to make ground beef stuffed ravioli. Now don't be scared, these are the quick ones, these are easy ones. You don't even have to make your own pasta, I'm going to teach you, don't worry. First things first, I want to brown up my ground beef in a large saute pan or frying pan on my stove top. A little bit of olive oil, about a tablespoon or so. On top of these ravioli, I'm going to serve a beautiful Pomodoro sauce, which is just going to be a very simple homemade tomato sauce. I want to make sure that the pieces are nice and finely broken up so that when I put them inside of the wonton wrappers, which I'm going to use as pasta, when I put them inside of there, you don't have big giant weird chunks coming out of it. Break it up as best. Okay, my ground beef is nice and browned up. It's ready to go. I need it to cool slightly. I don't have a lot of excess oil or fat in here, so I don't need to really drain it. I'm just going to pour it into my bowl to get ready to make this stuffing. And I'm not even sure I need all of that. And I'm going to use that pan to make my Pomodoro sauce that's going to go along with it. Yeah? We're going to freshly chop some parsley.
Oh boy. Looks lovely. Have to give it a little taste.
As well as making the beef ravioli tonight, we're also making spaghetti squash and ricotta ravioli alongside because we're already going to all the effort. So make sure you check out that show as well. It's how to make roasted spaghetti squash and ricotta stuffed ravioli.
The parsley smells nice. It must be
Nice
really
and fresh.
fresh.
It's super fresh. It was a really nice piece of parsley I got, like a bunch of parsley. Now I'm going to keep it really simple. Just a little bit of parsley. I had that salt and pepper and just a dash of cayenne in here. And now I'm going to mix that up, and that's going to be my stuffing. Very, very simple. You could add ricotta to this if you really, really wanted to, or any other kind of veggie or whatever you feel like. But this is where we're going tonight.
Yes, I mean, with the ravioli, you could have it with the sauce you're making, or you could use sour cream with it, or yogurt.
Yes, ma'am.
Really nice.
So instead of using pasta that you actually have to roll out and do all that interesting stuff, we're going to use wonton wrappers.
Quick and easy.
Now, you can purchase these at your grocer. It's usually in with the produce, in the produce section.
Yes.
And this is what they look like. They're wonton wrappers. They're pretty inexpensive, and they work very, very well for just this purpose. I'm going to use probably half for each recipe. So I have a little bit of bench flour here. I'm just going to do them on you can do them on your countertop, you can do them on your cutting board, whatever it is you like, whatever's clever. I don't need this bowl, that's all my stuff. And I have a cookie sheet here with a whole bunch of flour on the bottom. And that's where I'm going to put my prepared ravioli. I also have a little bowl of water, just so I can seal the edges. Now you can use egg wash if you really want to, but it's not necessary. In the meantime, get your sauce started, which is what we're gonna do, and get a big pot of water started with some salt in it and a bay leaf. Get that going to a boil so that you can get your raviolis boiled. So, a little bit of flour on the bench here. You're gonna peel off two, they're nice and dry. Okay. And you're gonna just grab maybe less than a tablespoon in the center. Make sure you keep everything in the center. If things start going near the edges, that's when you have a problem. Things don't stick, and then when you put it in your boiling water, everything boils out of it. Not pretty. So this is about what you're looking at. Just a nice little package size, heaping teaspoon, I guess that would be, eh? Now you're going to take your other one, you're going to wet your finger and just wet along the edges of your wonton on all edges. Put this other one on top and press and seal. That's it. Now, you want to make sure that it's nice and sealed. So press all the way around the edges, make sure nothing's stuck in the edges, right? And now you have a gorgeous homemade ravioli.
Nice big one.
A package of beautiful meat in there that you're gonna make into something beautiful for someone. Okay, and now this is just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat until you have no more filling left, or you've made enough, okay? These also freeze very nicely. You're gonna wanna freeze them on that cookie sheet with that flour until they're hard. Then you're gonna put them in a resealable plastic bag, and you're off to the races. These are pretty easy, huh, Mom? Wet those edges again. I'll show you one more. Now I would say people would eat at least 6 of these.
I think, yes, that's the average 4 to 6.
And a hungry man is gonna eat probably 10 or 12 of these bad boys, if they're hungry.
Mm-hmm.
And there you go, beautiful little packages, all sealed up. Now I'm gonna do at least a tray of these, and you'll see me then. Get your sauce started and get your water boiling. Now, keeping this Pomodoro sauce very plain and simple, Mom, what we're gonna do is we're gonna use a can of whole plum tomatoes. And when you're in the winter, we're in the winter here. You can't get fresh tomatoes. They don't look nice, so you have to use canned ones, and that's okay. And I don't mind using canned ones with the big plum tomatoes. So I'm gonna use the juice and all. And you're gonna squish that between your fingers to break up those tomatoes in your pan. You're gonna let this reduce until it gets nice and thick. And then at the end, I'm gonna add some freshly chopped parsley. You're gonna season again. If you have some fresh tomatoes that you'd like to use, chop those up and use them too.
Especially if they've been sitting on the counter and you forgot about them. They're still good, but they're not something you'd want to put in a salad. They're great for
okay, sauce. My water has come up to a boil. I have finished a whole tray of these. Look at that. How cool, right? All right, so you want your water to come to a rolling boil. I have a bay leaf and I have salt in there. And I'm going to use a nice slotted spoon to scoop them out afterwards, okay? My sauce is done. Don't start your ravioli boiling until your sauce is done, for sure. Into my sauce, I put some freshly chopped parsley a minute ago, put some freshly cracked pepper, some chili flakes, a little bit of salt. It's just a really plain tomato sauce. I want the ravioli to be the star and just a little bit of freshness with that herb. Okay, so I would say we're gonna eat about 6 of these and have yourself a bowl ready because this goes really fast at this point. Now, into your pot, you're going to gently place your ravioli, however many you think a person is going to eat. I'm going to do about 5. That water might come out of a boil. You want to bring it back up to a boil. Now, gently stir the water to make sure that the ravioli aren't sticking together. You're going to see that they're going to drop down to the bottom of the pot. Now, that's what you want. As soon as they come to the top of the pot, within about a minute or 2, that's when they're gonna be ready. That's how fast this goes. Everything inside is cooked already. The ground beef is cooked, you're good to go. You just need to get that pasta cooked, and that's how fast these little wonton wrappers are. So in the meantime, while I'm waiting for that to come back up, I'm going to chop some fresh parsley so I could garnish my dish with it. Get your Parmesan cheese out. So I'm gonna toss these ravioli in the bowl with a little bit of olive oil first, a different bowl, and a little bit of the sauce. This way they won't stick all together and I can serve it properly in a bowl, another bowl. Okay, they've come up to the top, they're ready to go. I'm gonna put a little sauce in here, not a lot, just a little. And I'm gonna fish these out with the slotted spoon. Don't they look beautiful? Little packages of meat, come on. And I love using parsley with it because you can see that little fleck of green through the really thin, transparent looking pasta. They all stayed together so beautifully because we sealed them very nicely. Toss them in here with that sauce just a little bit, very gently. You don't want to break them now that you've been so diligent of being so gentle. Okay, so now they're tossed with that sauce a little bit into a nice serving bowl. Oh, they look great, Mom. Would you like to try these with me?
Oh, sure.
Okay, a little bit of Parmesan cheese on the top. Freshly cracked black pepper. Gotta have that. And that freshly chopped parsley on the top. Now look at that. That is a beautiful meal. And it's relatively quick. As soon as you're done that filling, that ground beef was fast to make.
Yes.
And they're fast to fill.
Yeah.
Don't be scared. Now let's try this.
Wait. I'm just gonna cut mine.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Not because it's hard, it's just that I can't get a whole one in my mouth.
Well, how about I take the other half of that?
I can't put half of one in either.
Okay.
Here you go, baby.
All right, Mommy. Let's go. Now this is just the simple ground beef one. The spaghetti squash ones were to die for.
Yes, this smells so good.
Now look at that. This is like a third of one, and that got that nice stuffing inside.
That's really good. Really, really good. Delicious, baby. We did a great job.
Yes, ma'am. When you do Italian food, the simpler you are,
yeah,
the better it is.
The food is full of flavor. and there's no point in complicating it. And this is just so perfect.
Oh, it's so good. And the pasta's done perfectly, like al dente.
I love it. I love it. And you could put any kind of sauce on there you want. You
Any
don't
kind of
have
sauce.
to do a tomato one, but
And you
this
can
is
stuff it
wonderful.
with anything. Mom was saying it would be good with stuffed shrimp. You can do sweet ones for dessert even, with a dessert sauce on top.
We've done that before.
Yes,
with
we have.
Apples
And you can
peaches.
even deep fry these wontons. So you can make these little packages and then deep fry your ravioli.
Yeah.
Come on, you could do deep fried meat ones. So good. So versatile. Very delicious. Now you know how to do it. That's the easy way. Go get those wonton wraps and you're golden.
Yeah, because if you deep fry these, you can just use them and just have them on in a
Yes,
platter
ma'am.
and have a snack. You know,
They're a
Everybody
beautiful
grabs one
appetizer.
for a snack.
They're a great appetizer for things like tailgating.
Yeah.
Like Super Bowl or something.
Or
and
showers.
Then, yes, ma'am. And then you just have the dip, the little marinara dip on the side.
Awesome.
Yes, ma'am. That's how you do it. Thanks for your help today, Mom.
Oh, you're very welcome.
I'm glad you like them.
I'm hungry.
Yes, ma'am. Make sure you check out Mom's website at ingridturnertoday.com. Follow me on Twitter at Cooking with Kim, E with a capital E. Like the fan page at facebook.com/cookingwithkimberly. My shows are on ifood.tv/cookingwithkimberly and youtube.com/cookingwithkimberly. And my site is cookingwithkimberly.com. That's it. That's all. Be a champion in your kitchen and eat deliciously. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Those are good.
Delicious.